Hello, everybody. Back for stream 2 of Z.A.T.O. I love the world and everything in it. How exciting is that? It's been about a week, well, less than a week, I think. But still, episode 2. Episode 1, my audio was kind of scuffed. I think I should say that. Does that help? How about that? Yeah, okay, that makes it way quieter. Okay, so hopefully that's good. That's still probably too loud, isn't it? Let me go into the settings for the game, then. Music volume, sound volume, views. Yeah. No, do not mute all. No. Okay, cool. Yep, so episode 1. Okay, well, firstly, ta-da, this is a game. So if you weren't here for episode 1 was, I don't know, we played it for like an hour. And it's Z.A.T.O, I Love the World and Everything in it, is a visual novel about a Russian high school, in like, so it's a kind of a strange setting, but pretty much, a character, a girl in this high school, disappeared, and nobody knows where she went. Although she does have like a 30-year-old boyfriend, which is the suspect now, I think. But the main character who we play as saw her the night that she disappeared, and she might know something. That's pretty much it so far. I mean, there's more. Like, I don't know, I like the characterization so far of the characters. I think that the characters really do behave like teenagers. I think that in a lot of stories, when they're written, the characters just don't really act that age. I don't know. I think this one does it pretty well so far. The mystery, it's quite interesting. I don't know where Ira, I meant some Russian surname. The girl who disappeared, I don't know what happened to her. I have no idea, but I want to know. I want to find out. So let's get started. Weeks passed. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then went to the library or for a walk, and then, when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Huh? My notebook. I just left to get a snack from the cafeteria. Where did it go? Oh, Shubina. We borrowed your homework for a second. You don't mind, right? It's fine. Thanks. By the way, is this supposed to be you? He left a scrap of paper up to me. Oh no. I forgot I left it in there. No, it's just a drawing. Yeah? You sure? It really looks like you if you were pretty. Okay. It's kind of rude. It's not me. Whatever you say. ... Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. I'm sorry. Something told me she'd say, "None of your business," if I did. And she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I started doing it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. It's embarrassing to think about it now, but... Ira. She just walks past me in the corridor. Not even a nod, not even a look in my direction. I guess I don't exactly stand out in a crowd, but... No, it's my fault for mumbling. I should have spoken louder. Even though it took all of my courage just to muster that much. Even though I definitely think she should have heard it. I think the main character has a crush on this character. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Hey Vadim. What? Remember when I gave you 50 kopecks? Can I have it back? Huh? 50 kopecks? When was that again? Last Friday? Jesus. You remember things like that? Can I have it back? Man, I don't even remember taking it. You sure you're not making this up? Maybe you gave it to someone else. No, it was you. Jeez. I don't freaking know. It's half a ruble, Shubina. Who gives a shit? Yeah, why do you care so much? So petty. You probably just lost it or something. That's quite an unpleasant interaction. My eyes keep snapping to the doorway. It's empty, of course. What am I waiting for? Even if she showed up, what would she do? That is so crazy. So you just like... So maybe... I don't know. Does she have a crush on Ira? Or maybe she just wants to... I don't know. It's hard to say. Kind of reminds me of 1000x Resist. When the main character was friends with that one girl who transferred from Hong Kong. I don't know. Anyway. What would she do? Book him in front of everyone? That'd be really funny. Hey, stop thinking that. Maybe he really did forget. Who knows? I really shouldn't be upset. It's not that much. You could go grocery shopping with that, but it's not the end of the world. You can't go grocery shopping with half a ruble? That's crazy. I'm not exactly starving. Lately I've been eating too much junk anyways. Yeah. Maybe if I eat less of this stuff, my skin will clear up. That'd be nice. Asia, you don't use makeup at all, right? No, I don't. We're not allowed to, though. What are you saying? They allowed it last year. Really? Nobody's gonna send you home for it, haha. Oh, that's good, I guess. These girls rarely talk to me. They're usually pretty nice though. At least when they're not joking along with the guys. I think one of them likes Vadim. She laughs a lot whenever he says anything to me. I suppose we have very different senses of humor. But you never tried it before, yeah? Makeup? No, never. Seriously? You're like 15 already. 14. Same thing. You gotta learn to do it at some point. Especially with that complexion. Okay. Everybody in this class is really mean to the main character. Well, I'm not really... Hey, how about we help you out? Huh? Yeah, just some light makeup. You'll see what it's like. I don't know. Come on, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Alright, but... Yay! Come here then. I don't think people do unpleasant things on purpose. Nobody wakes up in the morning with the goal to make somebody feel bad. I really believe that. If someone is doing something hurtful, they don't fully understand it. So I shouldn't wish bad things on people who don't really know they're being mean. I shouldn't wish for Ira to disappear and interrupt them, or to scream at them, or punish them, or anything. No, it is quite interesting. Yeah, I like what I'm picking up what she's putting down, you know? You shouldn't, you know? They're probably not trying to be mean. I mean, they probably are, but they probably don't realize, I know. Anyway, whatever, man. I can still hear everyone laughing as I run out to the corridor. I'm covering my face. I don't need any teachers seeing me like that. At least the toilet's closed, so I can wash this mess off quickly. Ugh. I should stop falling for these pranks, but... Bump. Ah! Sorry. I lift my face up without thinking. Oh no. It's Ira. Ugh. The hell? Ira jerks away from me. I can't blame her. I must look like an insane person. Yeah, I look awful. God, I can't handle her looking at me like that. I'm sorry. Huh? I run past her. Run, run, run. I just need to get to the restroom. I just need to wash it off. That's pretty crazy. Wait, is my FPS counter on? That's so embarrassing. Is it visible? I think it is. Oh, I need to turn it off. Yeah, guys, isn't it interesting how much FPS I'm getting on a light novel? Where's that? It's... Okay. After about a month, reality had dawned on me. I kept telling myself that Ira's actions had nothing to do with me. She told me that much, and in no uncertain terms. She said that, and I kept repeating it again, and again, and again, and again. But I didn't believe it. On some level, I still held on to the faint hope that Ira pitied me. Pitied me. That she cared about me for God knows what reason. No, really, what was the reason? Her lashing out at a classmate she found annoying. One who just so happened to be making fun of me? Sorry, to make fun of me? Her not joining in? Her telling me she liked my writings? She didn't even say that much. She said they weren't stupid. Yeah, this is, yeah. Oi. 3 coins clink against my desk. 20, 20, 10. So, he remembered? There. Thanks for the unforgettable night. Everyone around erupts in snickers. Hey, you're a cheap deal. This is crazy. She's getting just bullied, bro. This is crazy what they're saying right now. You're free later? Nah. Very funny. Oh, please, Shubina, get a sense of humor. Your face is dragging down the class morale. That's right. You're doing us all a disservice. Think of your classmates for once. Damn. This poor girl. I let myself believe something would change. I thought about it as if I deserved it. As if I didn't have it good enough before. As if my life had any real problems. I was just being greedy, plain and simple. Getting my hopes up over some silly coincidence. It's also stupid. I can't help but laugh. But that's okay. I know better now. I was being ridiculous. It's shameful to admit to, but, better late than never, right? I got a little too caught up in my own little world. And hey! Even if they didn't amount to anything, I can still appreciate those little encounters with Ira for what they were. Brief, but wonderful moments. Damn, she's getting kind of obsessive with Ira. I could reminisce fondly about that one time I lucked out and saw Garen all scared and confused. Or that one time somebody gave my work a compliment, backhanded as it was. I could do that, because everyone does that. Everyone has those little things where they look back on with a smile. It's beautiful in its own way, is it not? Our lives are a series of episodes, both good and bad. It doesn't matter if they grow into a bigger story, because each moment has a lot of merit of its own. It's something I should learn to be content with. It's something I've been perfectly content with until now. Until I decided that what I had wasn't enough. Speaking objectively, what is there to complain about? No, seriously. I live in the prettiest part of our vast country. I have a comfortable roof over my head and even my own room. I have 2 living parents. I have wonderful hobbies to enjoy, paper to write on, books to read, TV to watch. I buy myself treats almost every day after I'm done with school. I have good grades, and teachers tell me I have great potential. My classmates also recognize how studious I am. I help them with their studies when they ask me to. That's right, I've got classmates that I can always talk to. Guys I can laugh along with, even if their jokes don't always land. Even if my sense of humor isn't the best. Yeah. All of this. I have all of this. Right here, right now. Everything that a girl my age could ever ask for. So why did I act as if that wasn't enough? What? You idiot! What? Why the hell do you always go along with some bullshit? I'm so... Ira looks like she's going to slap me, but instead swings her boot against the snow hill. She then turns to me and starts roughly swiping clumps of snow stuck to my coat. My whole body feels slightly numb. When I start to speak, my voice comes out weaker than expected. Ira, how did you know I was here? Doesn't matter. I heard that asshole Garen giggling about it. Can you stand? Yeah. I clumsily get up. My limbs feel rigid. I know you shouldn't sit on concrete when it's cold. I wouldn't normally. There was nowhere else to sit near the school's back entrance, and my legs were starting to get tired. I half-heartedly shake the snow off my skirt and tights. The flakes fall gently on the ground below. I look at Ira. Her face is... Huh. The word concern flashed in my head, but I've already learned. I'm no good at judgments like that. I shouldn't be presumptuous. It's a bad habit of mine. I shouldn't flatter myself. I shouldn't. But the question escapes before I manage to cut myself short. So why are you here? What do you mean, why? I told you, Garen was bragging about slipping you that stupid letter. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Well, this doesn't have anything to do with you, does it? As soon as I say that out loud, I realize I messed up. I really did. Now she's going to punch me. That's fun. I keep right-clicking by accident. Ira's going to punch me for real. She's going to punch me and then never speak to me again. I don't even say sorry. I just brace myself for the incoming blow. Physical, verbal, I don't care. I've earned it. No, not really. It doesn't concern me at all. It's just annoying. Is that so? Yeah. You piss me off. And you piss me off too. I don't freaking get you. You knew it wasn't real. There's no way you believe that, right? Right? I didn't believe it. I'm not that stupid. I looked down at the moist, crumpled letter I forgot I was still holding. It's the oldest trick in the book. A love letter prank? Really? Who would fall for that? I stare at the shriveled up piece of paper, and something about its whole existence feels extremely sad to me. You wanna burn it? Huh? I have matches. That's kinda cool. Oh, no thanks. It's wet anyway. I fold the letter and shove it into my pockets. It will get damp inside, but I don't care. I can't throw it away. A fake confession is still a confession in the end? Is it? Those words didn't choose to be written insincerely. Right, okay, I see. Okay, that's very interesting. Sure. It's okay. Even if this whole thing isn't real, I met Ira today. Ira came. After all these weeks of praying. Ira came. Thank you. Eh? I smile at her. Even after I said I had come to terms with it. No, right as I was saying it to you, to myself, to the world, I knew that I was lying. I couldn't throw away that last dumb scrap of hope I had. A small involuntary thought that crept into my mind whenever I felt slightly lonelier than usual. Even if it took so long, she finally came. This feels like a very one-sided obsession so far. Guys, do we think that the person who... Okay, do we think that in case you're not aware, Era is the one. So this is currently we are doing like a flashback of the main character's interactions with Era, because we know that Era is like missing right now. What are the odds that the main character kidnapped her? Because the main character is pretty creepy so far. Like, that would be pretty crazy, right? That would be pretty cool. If the authors were like, yeah, fuck it. The main character kidnapped the girl. I didn't say, I didn't do anything, really. Ah, flustered. Era's flustered. Is she flustered? Really? Haha. Haha. That's cute. That's just so cute. Yeah, the main character has a habit of calling things cute. Anyway. Huh? What's with you? Ah, right. I'm grinning like an idiot. Sorry. I'm fine. Whatever. I'm going home. What? Already? Era gives me a quick once-over. You take care. Yeah, okay. Bye-bye. We wave at each other, and I watch it disappear behind the corner. I hesitate. Maybe I shouldn't. Feels like there's still so much I want to say to her. I don't know what or why, but I just know that it's a lot. I turn and walk a couple steps in the direction of my home. No. Change my mind. I run back. Crap, my legs are still so stiff. Turn the same corner Era passed not even a minute ago. And she's already gone. I sigh. The snow here isn't deep enough to leave clear footprints. No matter I'd be desperate enough to follow. Why does she always leave in such a rush? It's okay. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library or for a walk, and then, when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Era. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks, I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say, "None of your business," if I did. And she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was just walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Era. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. And as naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Again and again. Walking and walking, praying and praying. Do you assholes ever shut up? Huh? Ugh, this bitch. Nobody saw Era enter the glass. Everybody was too busy too busy whistling and laughing. Ah, and she caught me in a really dumb pose. Well, that's on me. I wouldn't have chosen Dare. I wouldn't have chosen Dare if I knew she'd see me like that. Okay, I see. We're playing Truth or Dare. Though choosing Truth when playing with these guys, I'm not sure what's worse. You should not be playing. Leave. Oh well. I'm saying all this, but I got what was coming to me. I chose to embarrass myself, and as I did so, I kept begging, wishing as hard as I could for Era to appear. And so she did. And now, despite the overwhelming shame, I feel so happy that I might explode. Era walks to her desk, barely paying me a passing glance. All the boys skirt out of her way, only Garen doesn't. Move. Nah. What's the rush? Come play with us too. Huh? Dude, are you serious? Come on, have some fun for a change. Look, Shubina's having fun. Right, Shubina? Please don't look. Yes. See? Era doesn't flinch. Out of my way. Or what? Gonna throw a chair at me? To everyone's surprise, Era calmly puts her bag on the nearest desk. She starts digging through it without saying a word. Garen lets out an awkward chuckle. What, got a grenade in there or something? She looks at him. What's the swish? Whoa! Garen jumps back, bumping into another student. Well, what the fuck? Everyone shifts away. What was that? Huh? What the hell? You... Silvery shines in... It's a compass, I think? A bow compass, yeah. Is that? You serious? She doesn't say anything. The room fills with low murmurs that quickly turn into jeers. Psycho, nutcase, crazy bitch. Ira lowers the compass and makes her way to her desk, looking unbothered. Ah, it's just like the last time. Ira saves me without acknowledging my existence. Maybe some onlookers, no, most people will think she didn't plan on helping me at all. And that's why I'm inclined to think as well. Yet, my unreasonable heart is still elated. And I'm getting some really silly thoughts. The 2 times when Ira lashed out at Garen were the 2 times she saw me... Sorry. The 2 times she saw him laughing at my expense. That can't be a coincidence, right? Of course it can. It was only 2 times. 2 times and weeks apart. You'd be an idiot to think otherwise. Yes, I guess you're right. It's the only logical train of thought. I should agree. I would agree. If only... I didn't do anything, really. If only Ira didn't show up that day. It's been 2 weeks since then, and I haven't stopped replaying that moment in my mind. Over and over, and over, and over, and over. I don't get sad about Ira ignoring me at school, or anywhere, anymore. Because in that moment, I got all the justification I could ask for. It was everything that I could have hoped for. But I'm still a very greedy person. It's still not enough. Sorry, still not good enough. I still keep looking for her when I'm out. It's almost ridiculous how hard it can be to catch a person in a town this small. So at some point, I started to wonder. Saw my classmates regularly just out and about, strolling along the main street, at the courtyards, at the community centre, at the store, at the cafe. They weren't hard to run into. But it was as if Ira spent all of her free time at home. Which could be the case, but didn't sound like something she would do. From what I heard, and could assume, she didn't have the best relationship with her parents. Spending hours on end in a home like that, every day. No, I really doubt that. The other, more probable option was that she preferred the outskirts. Maybe she didn't want to be bothered. That sounded like her. Well, despite that being highly likely, I was hoping to do just that. Bother the heck out of her. I felt almost brave about it. Ira could totally get pissed. She could push me away. She could even attack me. Whoa! For some reason, I really didn't think she would. Yeah, there's some crazy obsession with this main character's developing. My breath halted. Oh, hey. Hi! The vents near the research institute expel hot air. Nobody really goes here, aside from staff coming out for a smoke. I never ran into any, but the ground here is littered with cigarette butts, so that's a safe bet in my book. Okay, it might be from Ira, so I don't know. Why is Ira here for all places? Again? How many times can you buy into stupid pranks? They seriously sent you all the way here. What? Ah, no! I don't get any letters after that. I'm just taking a stroll. A stroll? Here? Yes. Okay. Ira gives me an incredulous look. So you, like, smoke? No, I don't. Why? It's a smoking area. Ah. Yeah. I know that. You wanna try then? What? Smoking? No, thank you. Okay. Okay. She shrugs. Ugh. Awkward start. I can't let it end here. I need to just... And what about you, Ira? What about me? Why are you here? Were you at the Institute? Yeah, something like that. Something like that? My mom works here. She forgets her lunch sometimes. Oh. Oh! You bring her lunch? That's what I said. That's so sweet. Eh? I mean, it's really nice you look out for your mom. It's whatever. It's not. I know it's not. With all I've heard about her family, the fact that she still goes out of her way like that, it's really amazing. The thought of doing something like that for my parents has never crossed my mind. This obsession's getting crazy, man. I mean, if I were told to deliver something, I would. But Ira's different. She wouldn't do something just because she was ordered to. She would have to really care about it. Haha, crap. That proves it. Ira and I weren't cut from the same cloth. When I spend my days looking for excuses to stave off the minute I have to come home, Ira's cooking, packing lunch, and carrying it to the edge of town. That goes against everything I've heard. But it makes so much sense. This is crazy. That's why I never see her on the street. That's why she doesn't have the time to set up a cafe. That's why she doesn't idle away at a community center. That's why she's such a caring person. That's why I'm such a piece of trash. No. She only said her mom forgets her lunch sometimes. Dude, what is going on? Why did the screen just do this? Lunches are prepared in advance. It doesn't take long to get to the institute, even if you walk from the other side of town. Yes, that's true. She still have plenty of spare time. This doesn't work. This explanation doesn't work. What? Ira walks back into the building. Okay. Do I really need an explanation? It's none of my business. I'm not so delusional as to believe we're close enough to share something like that. That'd be nice, but it's not how things work. Things work like this. When Ira's in the room, Garen doesn't talk to me as much. When she isn't, I wish she would be. Your friend's not here today. Who? Who do you think? Oh, she's not really my friend. Your pitbull then. Pitbull? Hey, that's spot on. You can't make a harmless joke around that chick without her throwing a conniption fit. It's annoying as shit. They think we're friends? Well, not really, but looks like they've picked up on it. On Ira reacting, to me being used as laughingstock. So it wasn't just me? It's not just my wishful thinking? Haha, that's nice to hear. Even if I still don't know for sure, it's the most comforting thing I've heard out of Garen's mouth to date. At least she barely shows up. Yeah, they'll probably kick her out before New Year's with that attendance record. Good riddance. That's right, Ira can't possibly be meeting the minimal attendance requirements. I don't know about her grades, but... Wait, I don't think they can expel her. Huh? Why not? We're the only school in town. Where else is she going to go? Damn. Good point. Phew. Well, her parents can just send her away. You mean to another town? Yeah. To a relative or something. Well, no! Oh man, now that you say that. Everyone pretend to be surprised when that happens. Hahaha. No. I hate how they're right. I hate that I can see this happening. Oh man. Okay, so I did not know what this game was about, but it seems the main character is just kind of like bullied, and then there was somebody who kind of helped her, and she became really obsessed with that person. Then this person disappeared. I don't know, we'll see, we'll see. Everyone talks about it, how Ira's how Ira's a nuisance to her household. It's been like that for a long time. But still, she forgets her lunch sometimes. Ah! That can't happen. No! It can't. It's not fair, it's not fair, it's not fair. They can't send her away. She can't go. She's so nice, she cares, she does. Maybe not for me, but her family. Why would she send her away? But that's just too cruel. They can't do that. If they do, it will be over. If they do, then I won't. We just started. I don't know what. I can't even call it talking. I don't know what it is. But that doesn't matter. Even if she just tolerates me, even if she doesn't want anything to do with me, I don't care. This can't happen. This physically cannot happen. Oh shit. Dude, the main character must have fucking kidnapped her, bro. This is crazy. I raise my head and look out through the window. The snow is falling lightly on the yard. The dark pine branches sway under its weight. The long grey clouds glide placidly across the tundra. Far past the fences, past a mountain ridge. So far away that I can't picture it. So far away that my mind circles twice around the earth and comes back to the spot I'm sitting in. This world is way too gentle. It's been too kind to an ungrateful brat like me. So if I've earned this world's good graces, why can't a person so much more deserving do the same? What does a person like that have to do? And is there anything that I can do? A bird flies past the window. Ira. What? I'm really using up all of my luck these days. Ira sits smoking in the girl's bathroom, just like she did when I first talked to her. Some snowflakes blow into the room and stick in her hair, sorry. It's gotten colder. Maybe you shouldn't sit so close. I know you don't like going to class as much, but you can really get kicked out like that. Is that why you came here? To tell me that? I know that. I'm not stupid. I don't think you are. Do you just really not care? Everyone says you'll get sent away. That your parents will send you to live with a relative. Is that true? Probably, yeah. Good. Of course it's true. I knew it was true when I asked the question. Maybe if you just cleaned up, if you stopped skipping now, then maybe you won't have to go. And if you're having a hard time with studies, I can help. We could go to the library or something, and then there's 1 month left. It's not gonna work. I get it. My voice is shaking. It's better if I keep staring at my shoes. It's okay. That's about what I expected. Of course, I knew it's pointless to cram at this point. It was just an excuse. A selfish ploy to get some scraps of Ira's time before she goes. I wonder, did I do the same when Tosia moved away? It's only been 3 years, but now that I think back to it, it's all been so hazy. I was a very different person then, I'm sure. At least, I probably didn't humiliate myself like this. Hey. Thanks. No, I didn't do anything. It was a dumb suggestion. It was nice of you. Haha. Nice. Right. She doesn't know. She thinks I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. It's just not fair. She really is too good of a person. Are you not going to the toilet? Oh, actually, since you're here, have you seen anyone hiding a diary nearby? Diary? Yes, you know, the one we use for glasses? Maybe you've seen something like that lying around. Ira's expression darkens. Don't worry, they were just playing a game. I guess the guy just got a little carried away. I've checked the whole class and the corridors. It's probably somewhere really obvious, but I'm just no good at that kind of stuff. When I hid the Eagle's pencil case, they found it right away. She throws a cigarette butt out the window and hops off the windowsill. Without saying a word, Ira storms past me, but I grab onto the edge of her dress just as she's about to leave. Wait, I said it's fine. We're just playing a game. Really? Please, don't get into more trouble because of me. I wasn't going to. Huh? I have an idea where it is. It was Garen, right? No, Shurikov. Same difference. She walks out to the corridor. I tag behind. I'm not sure what place Ira has in mind, but it becomes immediately clear when she makes a sharp turn to the right. Wait, serious? She swings open the door to the boys' restroom and loudly marches in. Gah! Some poor guy tumbles out, almost colliding with me. Sorry. We're sorry. He turns and shakes his head at me in disbelief. I mean, what's there to say? I follow Ira to the bathroom. Ugh, the smell is so much worse than this one. I look around and see Ira's hand reaching above one of the stalls. There it is. My diary. Right by the tiny window at the top. Ira steps on the toilet bowl. Please be careful. I'm fine. She grabs onto the flush tank secured way above. Then, using it as an anchor, she reaches for the windowsill. Catch. Pep. I clasp a diary in my hands. It's really been here all along. I look about Ira, who's now awkwardly trying to get down. Whoa, thank you. Yeah. Ow. What? Damn. Ira almost loses her balance, but jumps just in time. The bowl makes a loud clang as she hops off. Whoa. Are you okay? Yeah. Let's just get out of here. You think it's broken? Dunno, I don't see anything. But... why would I be in a men's toilet? Gross. Ah, I see. Thank you again. How did you know it would be in the boys' room? You think Sherrick would go into the ladies' room? That's a good point. No, I actually suspected they put it there. I just don't have the courage to enter. Can't keep doing this. I know. I should have checked that from the start, instead of running around the whole school like it. No. Can't keep going along with it. It was just a game. It was not. It wasn't. Sorry. No, really. We were just playing around. Bullshit. You know damn well what they're doing. They're not your friends. I never said they were. Then why don't you tell them to piss off? For once in your life. I can't. You like being a victim that much? You won't get any better if you keep doing this. You'll only get worse. It's not that bad. And I wouldn't... I can't. I can't just say something like that to them. I'm sorry. Why the hell not? Well, it wouldn't be right, and for the love of... It's not like I never tried it before, but when I say something, they just make fun of me. And nothing changes. So freaking what? Who cares what they say, just don't bother with them. I'm not like you. I can't just do that. Can't act like I don't care when everybody's laughing. I can't look people in the eye like that. When I go along with it, at least they talk to me. And I know you're okay on your own, but So what's your plan? Huh? That's it? You're gonna spend the next 3 years like that? Seriously. She exhales sharply. She doesn't even look annoyed anymore. I get that. I'm also disappointed in myself. Asia. Yes? You know I'm leaving soon. That's right. I understand what she's getting at. The unspoken rule Garen and his friends have been sticking to, holding themselves back when Era's around. The real cowardly reason I'm so terrified of her going away. I don't know what to do. Why can't I stop? The hand she's been dealt is much worse than mine. But here I am, whining and clinging to her like a leech. I should be the one helping. I should be the one telling Era to get her act together. And yet, I can't think of a single thing to give her. Write me a poem. Huh? A poem. Why? What kind of question is that? Because I liked them. Oh shit. Really? You liked them? You like my poems? Why else would I ask? Thank you very much. I mean, yes, of course. I'll write one. Do you want it to be about something, or maybe in a specific meter? I don't care. Anything. Alright. I'll think of something then. I will try. Yeah. You do that. Oh, this is so cute, guys. Era checks her wristwatch. I gotta go. See you around, I guess. Already? Yeah, alright. See you around. She waves her hand and leaves. I watch her walking down the empty corridor. Empty. I've really stayed in school for way too long. The shadows stretch along the hallway, tall and dark. My heart is pounding. I should get going too. Hey man, I hope the main character logs in. Well, logs in. That's kind of a demeaning way of putting it. But I hope she figures it out and kind of deal with the bullying on her own. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. Damn, a third time. I sat through the lessons, then I went to the store, then to the library, or for a walk, and then, when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Era. She still attended classes, she vanished during breaks, I never asked where to. I kept imagining scenarios in my head, not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school, went to the store, or just wandering the streets killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Era. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started taking new routes. And as naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Ah! Oh? Era! Hi. What are you doing here? Era points to her cigarette. Oh no, I mean, what are you doing at the center? Came to return some books. Oh, so you're going to the library? Sorry, so you go to the library. What were you reading? Stuff. You don't want to say? You won't like it. Huh? Why not? Era looks like she's really weighing down the pros and cons of exposing me to her taste in literature. Did she read something she shouldn't? Maybe she thinks it's too dark or crass for someone like me. That's kind of unfair though, isn't it? You know, the other week I finished The Plague by Camus. Never read it. It's about the physician trying to save a town from an epidemic. It's very visceral, but I enjoyed it a lot. Not sure I agree with the message, though. Yeah, what was it? It was, basically, it's that evil is an inherent part of life. You can always try to ward it off. Sorry, you can try warding it off, but it will never be for good. And even if you do good things in times of crisis, there will always be some greater force spiking your guns. Spiking your guns. I don't know what that means. I'm stupid. Yeah, sounds about right. Huh? I guess there are some okay people in the world. But there's a lot more dirtbags. Really? That's a pretty depressing way to look at it. That's how it is. I don't know if I agree. At least I've never met somebody someone I'd call a dirtbag. You serious? Garen's right there. Garen? Well, he's not that bad. Uh-huh. Really, I don't think he means it. I'm sure everyone is trying the best they can. Most people wouldn't want to cause anyone pain, right? I think that's something Camus and I can agree on. Yeah, right. If everyone's so nice, where's all the greater evil coming from? Being some natural phenomenon? No, of course not. There are things we perceive as painful in the moment, and there are really horrible, awful things happening every day. But I don't think it's right to call them evil. Evil's intentional. Those things don't come from bad intentions. Sadness, loneliness, misunderstanding, fear, but not evil. There was this famous judge, Dionysius something, from ancient Greece, I think. Anyway, he said evil is not a being, for if it were, it wouldn't be totally evil. Evil has no place among being. Okay, so Hitler's not evil. That's a rather extreme example, but it's not like he was born that way, was he? I mean, it's not like it wasn't his natural quality, I don't think. So, the point it still stands. He grew up and became evil as hell. Evil exists, it's freaking everywhere. Just cause there's a reason for it doesn't make it better. Oh, of course not. I just don't like it. I just don't like when it's described as something omnipresent. Omni what? Okay, that's not that complicated of a word. Maybe in Russian, I don't know. It's like, it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is, we aren't born with some big evil force inside us. I doubt the universe is any different. What? The universe ain't a person. Of course it's different. But well, yeah, it's not, I know that, but it's a kind of, but it is a kind of being, right? I mean, since every being is pure by default, so is the universe. Because it's the idea of being itself, right? And, I'm not making any sense, am I? You're not. You're not. Sorry. It's whatever. About what I'd expect. What does that mean? You're weird. You say weird things. For a second I feel a lump rising in my throat, but then I realize something. Ira doesn't look annoyed with me. In fact, it's like she's not repulsed by me at all. I don't really get it, but it must be nice being able to think that way. Like everyone's good deep down. Like nobody would ever hurt someone on purpose. It's a sweet world you're living in. How do you do it? If I were you, I'd be angry as hell. Aren't you pretty angry already? Angrier. Whoa. Even angrier. Yes. I'd be 100 times as pissed. Scary. You bet. I imagined Ira throwing 100 chairs. 100 chairs flying towards 100 Karens. Chairs flying, bow, compasses swinging. Ira like a bodhisattva? Dozens of hands, half of all folding furniture, half of all stationery. A halo of chairs and compasses. A halo drawn with a compass. Every new compass draws another halo. 100 times more compasses, 100 times more halos. You're surrounded by 100 halos. We talk for a little while longer. Just idle chatter while she finishes her smoke. I tell her about some of the books I've recently read. My impressions, my interpretations. I'm not exactly used to sharing those, so my thoughts came out sounding dumb and crumpled. She keeps listening though. Every time I say something, I search Ira's face for signs of boredom. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but I can't find anything of the sort. Oh jeez, I feel so happy I might die. I gotta go. She puts out her cigarette bud. Oh, really? Yeah, plans. Ah, I understand. But, some of his novels sounded kinda interesting. I'll check them out if I don't forget. Really? Please let me know if you do. And, sorry for that stupid philosophy talk. For that stupid philosophy talk. Can you show up with a freaking apologies? I just said thanks. Eric gives me a look so threatening I cut myself off. Right. I hope you enjoy them? She nods in approval. Phew. Oh, and the books I read. They were, yeah? Angelic. Huh? Eh? By Anne Gollon. And Angelique? Angelic? I don't know. The romance series? It's historical. It's not just lovey-dovey stuff, you know. I know, my mom really liked them. They seem wonderful. I never got to reading them, and they don't really expect you to be into. They're fine. It's not like I'm a huge fan or anything. You're not? It's just that. If you want to read something historical or whatever, they're right. Oh, okay. I remember that. Ira looks like she's about to say something else, and then turns on her heels and stomps away. See you. Yes, see you around. Ira disappears down the street. There she goes again. My body leans against the fringe of the wall. My legs are weak. We talked. Ira and I really talked. I never would have guessed. It was even nicer than I imagined. And I had no idea. So she likes books like that, huh? Ira likes novels like that. It's so wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. Every new thing I learn about her is more wonderful than the last. I need to meet with her again. I want to talk more. Maybe next time she'll tell me a little more about herself. It kind of feels like I hogged the entire conversation now that I think back to it. That was really self-centered of me. Next time, I'll have to ask Ira more questions. I'll ask her more about the books she likes. Maybe we could talk about movies. I wonder what her favorites are. Does she also like romance films? That would be cute. I usually prefer detective films, but I really enjoy all kinds of movies. So if she wanted to watch something, maybe we could even go to the cinema. That could be so much fun. It's been so long since I've gone there. I need to see her again. Okay, interesting. I don't know. So the main character, she was really obsessive before. Now it's gone more to the level of just like a massive crush. I guess. Right? I don't know. But I'm sure it'll come back. And I feel like I'm thinking that when the screen went red and Ira lost her face, that's probably like, it's probably gonna happen more. I'm guessing throughout the game. I doubt that's the only time that's gonna happen. It's probably gonna happen more, and then more often, and more intensely, because like maybe she's like, I don't know, she's like going crazy or something. 'Cause she's so obsessed. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. She skips even more often than before. No point in keeping up with the classes if you're getting expelled anyway. I guess that's Ira's modus operandi. To some degree, I understand it. I still wish she showed her face from time to time, if only for one lesson. We probably wouldn't talk even if she came. It's not something we ever do in class, so I don't expect anything in that regard. Just seeing the back of her head would be enough. What's with you, Shubina? Huh? You're all smiles. Finally taking my advice to heart? What advice? Not looking like you're about to hang yourself for a change, okay. It's great to see, really. She's no longer all smiles, huh? Yes, it is great. We're so proud of you. How about brushing your hair next? That grin makes you look like a basket case. Thanks, Vadim. I'll do that. You're welcome. He grabs my English notebook off the table. Payment for my services. I couldn't care less. His friends chuckle along. I couldn't care less about that. Even though she isn't here today, I don't mind. I know we're gonna see each other soon. I'm going to do everything to bump into Ira again. I'll walk the whole town up and down so that we see each other. I'll scour every corner of this place to find her. Okay, it's getting pretty darn obsessive again. Like immediately after I thought, like, you know. Anyway, perhaps I'm being overly reliant on the universe's kindness. At the end of the day, even if I walk all the possible routes, there's no guarantee I'll run into Ira. But I want to believe. No, I'm convinced the world is merciful. So if I try my hardest, maybe my efforts will be rewarded. Of course, it's an entitled way of thinking. But there's so little time left. Too little time. I need to make the most of it. I'll make as many memorable moments as I can while Ira's here. I'll make every encounter count. I'll fill this measly scrap of time with wonderful things. Ira, hi. Gah! Oh Jesus, it's you. She sighs with a mixture of relief and irritation. I barely hold in a giggle. I'm so glad to see her. It worked, it really worked. I spotted Ira between rows of garages on the edge of town. She was crouching by the wooden wall, hugging a thermos with one hand and holding a cigarette in another. What are you doing here? What does it look like? Meditating? Wrong answer? So, okay. The rush of joy that had washed over me when I first noticed her began to dwindle. Now that I take a closer look, I don't think I've seen Ira curled up in this way before. Everything about her posture screams exhausted. But why out here? Are you okay? She mutters something. Huh? Ing on me. What was that? I didn't quite catch it. I take a tentative step towards her, but Ira's scowl stops me dead in my tracks. You spying on me now? Ooh, no, I was just walking here. At a garage lot? Yes. She gives me a look of such contempt it sends a shiver down my spine. Why? I'm not lying, really. I always take these walks after school. Dude, I feel creeped out. So she caught her stalking her. This is crazy. And I'm going the same route. Gets boring over time, so sometimes I go through here or through the barracks. Or a couple times I went to the helipad. You know, the one that's over there. As I speak, I see Ira's expression slowly change from disdain to confusion. This isn't right. We talked so nicely just a few days prior. Why then? Did she hear something bad about me? From who? I don't think she'd believe a word of Garen's. I mean, I usually strung along the main street or near the community center, but it will get colder soon, you know? So, it's better to enjoy the outdoors while we can, right? I just keep speaking, hoping she'll stop being mad at me. I need to keep going. I need to keep talking, because that's what I wanted to do with her. I wanted to talk, so I have to, because I can't waste this moment. We can recover from this. I can cheer her up, and we will clear everything up. And she won't think I'm some creep. I just can't stand it. I can't bear having her glare at me in silence. Damn, this part is getting kind of crazy. And you know, the views are really great here on the outskirts. The sky is bigger and you can see all the way into the tundra and what I mean is, I didn't think you'd be here. That's a lie. Well, more of a half-truth. I hoped she'd be here. I hoped she'd be wherever I went. It's just that this isn't what I imagined at all. Not after our last meeting. Not after everything. She's just staring at me. For a moment, her eyes soften. But then she closes them, as if just looking at me was wearing her out. She takes a drag and turns away from me. God. I can't be alone for 5 minutes. I'm sorry. I wait for her to respond with something like, why are you apologizing again? Cut it out, or even just, whatever, it's fine. But she doesn't say anything. I'm sorry. I'll be going then. Goodbye. Silence. I walk away. Yikes. That's tough, man. This is... Wow, okay. I feel bad. Even though, like, yeah, she has been fucking stalking this girl, right? Like, she's wandering around the whole town just looking for her. Like, that's not normal behavior at all. Cold wind blows in my face. The mounds of snow on garage roofs look like... Sorry, look smooth and soft. When blizzards hit, they'll get completely buried. I'd like to have a snow helm form over me too. They look cozy. Actually, I wonder what Era carries in her thermos. I guess tea would be an obvious answer, but what if she's one of those people who likes to have some warm soup with them? That would be cute. I should have asked her about it. Okay, did the main character not clock? Yeah, oh, right, okay, no. She's just like coping. I feel like I'm going to cry. Hey, you got any plans for New Year's? What plans? I'll be with my folks. No, I mean after that. My sister's going to a party with other upperclassmen. Oh, you serious? Think we could sneak in? No way. I don't want to hang out with her. Man, come on. They're gonna have those older girls there too, right? The ones from grade 10? Oh, I bet Mishina will be there. Like she'd talk to you. Hey, you don't know that? I said we're not crashing anything. They won't let us in anyway. Ugh, that's true. Where are we going then? Whose place? Not mine. We've got Grandma coming over. I can't host. You? Me neither. Barium? No way. Dad's been... He's kind of tired recently. Oh, really? Yeah. It's whatever, though. Work stuff, I guess. I hear ya. My mum's also out of it. All the adults are pretty stressed, huh? Figures. It's the end of the year. Right. It's almost New Year's. It's a shame, but I don't feel festive at all. I'll need to help Mom decorate the house. Should I remind her about that? Feels like all of us kind of forgot about the holidays. At least I did. At least I did. Well, maybe I didn't really forget. The end of the year has been looming in the back of my mind, but not as a cause for celebration. All I could think about were the days counting down to the moment Era would move away. Era. She's absent again. I'm not surprised. I just really... I wish that I could clear things up with her. I'm not sure how, but I have to. Maybe I should apologize again? What for? Did I really do something wrong? Something so wrong? I guess I've been pretty annoying, but I don't know anymore. I need to think of something that could cheer her up next time we meet. Will more apologies really cut it? Probably not. She'll just get more annoyed. And maybe a small gift? That might be weird, though, and I won't get any more allowance until next week. What could I even buy with this spare change? Maybe a little treat will do? Ah. A waffle? Would you like a waffle? Ah! What the hell? She's not a freaking dog. Why does my mind always go to some weird place with her? Gah, I should just shut up. Focus on something else. It's just so difficult to do these days. Difficult, but I've got to try. Inhale. Exhale. There. A little clearer. I see the sidewalk a little bit better. The buildings, the sky, the lights. Everything around is friendly. Everything is beautiful. That's great. Those are great things to look at and think about. Though, perhaps, I shouldn't breathe so deeply. You can really get sick from this. It has been getting colder after all. My usual route has been getting harder and harder to finish. And it's not just the temperature. The paths, the outskirts get snowed over, and trudging through them tires me out really quickly. The winds are picking up, too. Even when I cover myself with a scarf, it feels as if my face is being pelted. I'm not meeting anyone out here in this weather. I should have just gone to the library today. What time is it? Maybe I can still make it. Closes at 6, so no, for sure not. Oh wow. They've already begun putting up New Year's decorations. Everything's lined with lights. Oh, and there's a pine tree near the community center. It's so tall and bare for now. Well, I like it as it is. The way that snow rests on its branches makes it look so mighty. Haha, alright, I'm getting into a bit of a festive mood. Wish the forest weren't so prickly, then I'd look around some more. The streets are empty, save for a couple of adults I saw walking down to the bar. Hard to imagine there would be a lot of people out on an evening like this. So why have I been meandering around like I've got nothing better to do? Every answer to this is embarrassing. Damn. The inside of our apartment block is warm and muddy orange. There's no elevator, but then again, it's only 5 floors. I make my way upstairs. Why is it silent, bro? This is feeling creepy. An idea is forming in my head. An obvious solution to the problem I've been having. It's perfect. I have a perfect plan for the evening. There's our door. It's kind of uninviting. But that's just my opinion. I bet Dad's guests find it quite welcoming. Though, judging by how quiet it is, I turn the key and enter. Why is this so creepy, bro? The only sound is the faint muttering of the TV coming from the living room. Yes, thank God. No visitors today. I hang my wet coat up to dry and take my shoes off and quietly go down the corridor. Hi, Dad. Hello. I don't even stop to peek into the room. I don't see anything I haven't seen before. At least tonight seems like it will be calm. I wash my hands. When I exit the bathroom, I hear a soft voice from the kitchen. Out with friends again? Mm-hmm. Hi. Mom nods her head, staring in front of her. She's smoking again. I go in and open the window, then turn on the light. She squints from the sudden brightness. You want some tea? I'm setting the kettle. She shakes her head. I sit opposite her and wait for the water to boil. She's not saying anything, and neither am I. It's not awkward, per se. I just pick up the oilcloth and swat away the smoke that occasionally drifts in my direction. We're both used to this kind of thing in our own way. Even so, I go to my room as soon as I fill up the teapot. I don't like locking myself in here. I do it every time, and every time I'm swarmed with nasty thoughts. I can't even spend time with your own mother. You run away from her, even though she has it so hard, so hard. You traitor, brat, ungrateful filth. Damn, she has a lot of a negative like I forgot the term for it. But she's got bad mental, bro. She's got bad mental. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a kind of self-flagellation that goes nowhere. Do I think if I badmouth myself enough, I'll be forgiven? This happens every time and changes nothing. It's pointless. So I direct my attention elsewhere. What was I going to do? What was I? Oh, right. I pick up a pen and start flipping through my notebooks. Ira asked me to write a poem. Just thinking back to it makes me so giddy. Oh right, she said it. She told me she likes it. She liked it. Ira likes my poems. Nobody has ever said that to me before. Well, Sosia did. That was years ago. That poem. The one that Garen read. What does she like about it? Maybe I should have asked. Where was it? That's it. Oh, do I get to read it now?
Сырая черная земля, не обнимай меня так нежно. Не рви наряд свой белоснежный и спи спокойно. Только я буду царапаться и биться, а иней пусть себе искрится, и пусть летят по небу птицы, и светит бледная заря.
O damp black earth, do not hold me so tenderly. Do not tear your snow white attire. Attire. O damp black earth, do not hold me so tenderly. Do not tear your snow. I can't read. No, I'm so stupid. Wait, oh, it doesn't show it in the history. Oh no. Oh, I didn't get to read it. It's so lame. I can't blame them for laughing. If anything, Garen was too nice, but at least she liked it. For some freaking reason, Ira liked it, so maybe it's not all bad. Maybe I can make something worthwhile. At least, worthwhile in Ira's eyes. That's all I really need. She got angry at me the last time I saw her. I don't know why. I mess up a lot. I really mess up a lot. I doubt she was in a bad mood because of me. But, I definitely did not help. But now I will. Maybe if I do this, she won't be so mad anymore. I've been really trying since that day. The day she helped me with the diary, I mean. I've been trying, but I just can't get the words to flow right. Today, though, I really want to do this today. I think I can do it. Huh. I'm like a kid that only does their homework when their parents yell at them. I don't even know when she will show up to school again. Bumping into her on the street is a tough bet, especially with this weather. Well, I'll try anyway. I've got nothing to lose. What's the worst case scenario? Appreciating gorgeous scenery? Oh, heaven forbid. I'm going to enjoy this to hell and back. And when I hand that poem to Ira, then, it will all be worth it. Ow, my wrist is tired. I'm gonna totally wear down this poor eraser at this rate. I've got to remember to buy a new one. It's just a bit annoying. Even though I ask my classmates to be more careful, they always forget about it. I didn't used to do that before. But now, whenever I lend a textbook to someone, I specifically ask them not to doodle in it. Despite that, they always come back with crude drawings all over. I can't hand them back to the library like that. And I'll get in trouble if a teacher sees it. Sigh. I lean back in my chair. A week. That's how long it's been since I've last seen her. It's not exactly new for her to skip several days at a time, but a whole week? Nobody else seems to be bothered, though. I shouldn't be either. It's not her job to be my, I don't want to call her pitbull. Either way, it's nothing new. Nothing new, nothing bad. Maybe Ira's taking in the town she's grown to love. Who knows when she'll return here after she moves out. I get that. I would do the same. But still, I just wish I could see her. Is she still mad at me? I really hope not. But if she is, I have just a thing to help it. That's right, it's done. I wrote Ira a poem. I wonder how she'll react. I wonder if she'll like it. I really hope she likes it. Maybe she'll smile. Or what if she gets flustered? That would be so cute. I want to see her make that face again. I keep walking around. Okay, I have to point out, in the first part of the game, when Ira was announced to be, like, to have disappeared, the main character did not seem that freaked out. Even though she seems completely obsessed with her. I think that adds to my theory that she's the one who made her disappear. That's just my theory, still. Because otherwise, she would have been more freaked out, I think. Unless something happens and she stops being obsessed, but I doubt that. I keep walking around. I really don't expect to see her at this point. It just feels like a duty I need to fulfill. Like a soldier patrolling the streets. Whoa, that sounds pretty cool. And it's not like the weather is harsh all the time. Real colds will settle in a couple of weeks. The wind can get annoying after a few hours, but aside from that, it's bearable. It's pretty. It's all good. The main road, the 2 residential streets, the community centre, the helipad, the garages, the parking lot, the school, the stadium, the research centre, the kindergartens, the barracks. I've seen it all 1,000 times. Perhaps somewhere deep down, I'm a little tired of this view, but I can't hate it. And I can't pretend like I won't miss it when it ceases to exist. When I finish school, I'll go to university. I'll tell everyone I'm from Vorkuta, not from Vorkuta 5. Because Vorkuta 5 does not exist. People from Vorkuta 5 do not exist. The ones outside will ask me something about Vorkuta, the real Vorkuta, and I'll answer with zero hesitation. If I couldn't do that, I wouldn't be allowed to leave at all. To leave Vorkuta 5, you have to deny its existence. I have to deny its existence no matter how much I want it to exist. Okay, this is crazy. Very interesting though, I'm into this. I'm glad they're explaining it, but yeah, okay, cool, this is exciting. I have to deny. I have to. I have to. But it's tough. So tough that I'm not sure I'll ever manage. Realistically, I'll probably slip up and blurt out something incongruent. I do slip up a lot. I hope I'll get better at it by then. Maybe I should stop. I lower my scarf and take a big breath. Ouch. I'm seriously gonna catch a cold from this. Ugh. At least my head feels really clear. I look up and see the familiar purple-grey of northern twilight. No, not twilight. Today's the first day of this year's polar nights. So I won't see the sun until the tail end of December. It's nothing too bad. Personally, I don't mind the dark. Some people seem to get really depressed during this time, but I'm not one of those. If I stay out for just a little longer and wait for the clouds to clear, I'll see the stars come fully into view. It's a beautiful sight, especially from here, from the barracks. Far better than the dinky sliver of the sky I'd see from my apartment windows. I wish that I could stick around for longer, but it's getting too cold. I start making my way back. Decrepit rows of worker housing disappear behind bigger and better homes. Okay, I just realized how late it is. Am I gonna play a little longer? There's that old playground just around the corner. That's right. We used to go there all the time with Tosia. Even back then, it was kind of unpopular, so they built a newer one just 5 minutes away, so We often got the whole thing to ourselves. I guess that's why we liked the space. Somehow today felt quieter than ever. Feels quieter than ever. Can hear faint clinking sounds as the wind passes through the swing set chains. Huh? Slow down. There's a figure sitting on a frozen merry-go-round. A drunkard? No. We don't have those kinds of people here. At least not one about on the streets. The frame doesn't seem like it belongs to a man either. I approach, gently making my way through the snow. My Valenki sink into it with almost no resistance, almost zero sound. When was the last time we had snow this soft? I don't remember. But perhaps I've stopped noticing the crunch of ice under my feet. Perhaps it's me being too focused on the person I've now recognized. It's Ira. Oh man. This doesn't look good. She's hunched over, elbows on her knees, head down despite the cold. Her hair is tangled, half wet from the snow. What is she doing out here? Smoking or... Huh? I stop a few meters away. Ira's letting out quiet, gasping sobs. Ira? She looks up fast, as if jolted awake. Eyes red, puffy, face from wiping at it with her sleeves. There's a bit of snot on her upper lip. What? What do you want? I don't know what to answer. What do I want? All I can think about is how I've never seen a person look so small. Ira swipes at her eyes again, then stands. She stumbles a little, trying to regain her usual posture. What? Another one of your hangout spots? Damn creep. Her voice cracks halfway through. Well, enjoying the show? I slowly shake my head. No, I just saw you. Ira rubs her nose on her sleeve again. Her hands are shaking. Then go back to wherever the hell you came from. Go home, Asia. This isn't for you. Take a small step forward. I want to say something, anything, but my head draws a blank. Before I can squeeze out a single word, Ira turns around and stumbles through the snow, away from the playground. I can't even muster the courage to call out to her, let alone follow. I simply watch as Ira vanishes into the alley. If not for her footprints, I'd believe she was never even there. The snow keeps falling. A feeling I've long forgotten swells inside me. I've learned to not acknowledge it, so it got buried many layers deep. The hollow space inside my chest grows darker. The sky is full of pinpricks. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff, guys. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is crazy. Poor Ira, man. I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know why she was crying. Our character is becoming crazier. She's weird. Yep. So what is that to say? Cool. Really enjoying the game so far. Really interesting. I'm excited to unravel the mystery. Yeah. Cool. Alright, bye.